I'm going to call the board meeting to order. Dr. Salazar, we have someone to lead a pledge.
I'll lead. We have, but they'll be helping us later on throughout the meeting. Everyone, please rise for the pledge and remove all headgear, please.
I'll ask everyone to remain standing for just a moment. I would like you to take a moment to remember that in California, Southern California, hundreds and hundreds of people have lost their homes. They've lost their livelihood. We have schools that have shut down. So let's take a moment and have silence to remember them. Also last week, former President Jimmy Carter passed away. It was a national day of mourning. Regardless of the politics that he did live his life with integrity. He left behind him a mark of Habitat for Humanity where he was involved in something greater than himself. So let's just take a moment, if you would. Thank you. Y'all may be seated. Mr. Secretary. The roll call, please.
Yes, Mr. President. Mr. Donald Henderson.
Present.
Mr. Martin Castillo.
Present.
Jesus Amaya and present. Ms. Leticia Quintero.
Present.
Mr. Ruben Trevino.
Present.
Ms. Sandra Garcia.
Present.
Mr. Kevin Montes.
Present.
Dr. Gonzalo Salazar.
Present.
Ms. Casey Villafuerte.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. I would like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I know everyone has students in school. It's been a long day at work. Principals and teachers, thank you for coming out after a day at work and your commitment to what we all believe in, which is public education. Dr. Salazar, item number 5.
Mr. Henderson and members of the board, from time to time we set aside to recognize staff members through the ABCD Award. Staff members going above and beyond the call of duty, and here to tell us about the staff member receiving today's recognition is our athletic director, head football coach, Mr. David Cantu. Coach.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Henderson, members of the board, Dr. Salazar, on Tuesday, October 22nd, here in our Los Renos High School gym, we had a tragic situation, and we had a gentleman have a cardiac arrest, and it was a very difficult situation to deal with, and fortunately, we did all we could. There was a couple of people in the stands, one an ER nurse, one a paramedic, and our very own head athletic trainer, Jacob Garcia, sprung immediately into action without any hesitation, did everything they possibly could, and did everything right, and definitely this award well-deserved by our trainer, Jacob Garcia. We hired Jacob over the summer, grew up in Mercedes, and he's with us now. And he's done an absolutely tremendous job leading our athletic training staff and being a part of every team on our campus. So again, tough situation. Went in as any first responder would, and I'm extremely proud to introduce you to and recognize Jacob Garcia. Thank you, Jacob.
In the lectern, Mr. Coach Cantu, underneath. For the next item, we have an item listed as achieving a higher level of proficiency and modeling lifelong learning. Twice at the end of each semester, we invite teachers who have received advanced degrees. Teachers receiving advanced degrees are, yes, achieving a higher level of proficiency and modeling for students lifelong learning. When teachers get advanced degrees, they are entitled to a little bump in pay, they get a stipend, and they also improve the quality of instruction in our classroom. So our students are the beneficiaries, and so we've set time aside. The first recognition is going to be presented by the proud principal of Los Fresnos United, Ms. Elisa Pineda.
Good evening, Mr. Henderson, members of the board, Dr. Salazar, and members of the audience. My name is Elisa Pineda. I'm the blessed principal at Los Fresnos United. It is with great pride and admiration that I stand before you this evening to recognize two outstanding educators who have demonstrated exceptional dedication to their professional growth and commitment to our students' success. Mrs. Lucila Lopez has been an educator for 11 years, teaching English 2 ESL at LFU for 9 years, following 2 years at LFHS. She holds a bachelor's degree in English from the University of Texas at Brownsville and a master's degree in teacher leadership with a specialization in English as a second language from Lamar University. This past December 2024, she has achieved a significant milestone in her career by earning a national board certification in English language arts, adolescence, and young adulthood. This achievement reflects not only a testament to her dedication and to professional excellence, but also a commitment to high standards in education. Throughout the process, she realized the work in the classroom aligns with the standards across the nation. Mrs. Lopez would also like to thank the district for providing a mentor throughout this process. That mentor was Dr. Jennifer Morrison. Dr. Morrison truly helped her navigate and get through this very intense journey. For 10 years, she served as an Eleva sponsor, but has recently shifted her focus to spending quality time with her young son and beautiful daughter, Camila. Inspired by her students' resilience, she is a passionate advocate for emerging bilingual students, striving to ensure they have the resources and opportunities needed for success. I introduce to you Mrs. Lucila Lopez. Mr. Martin Lopez has been shaping young minds as an educator for the past 8 years. His teaching journey began at Idea Riverview, where he taught AP World History for 3 years. Following that, he spent 1 year at Hidalgo High School, further honing his craft. For the past 3.5 years, Mr. Lopez has been a valued member of the Los Fresnos United team, teaching world geography and inspiring students to explore and understand the complexities of our world. His diverse teaching experiences and unwavering commitment to education continue to leave a positive impact on his students and colleagues. Mr. Lopez completed his undergrad degree from Southwestern University in political science and German, and recently completed his master's degree from UTRGV in public affairs. He is a passionate educator who holds a deep commitment to bridging the gap between education and civic engagement, with a strong foundation in policy analysis, public administration, and social equity. He aims to inspire students to become informed, be active citizens who understand the complexities of public issues. Moving forward, Mr. Lopez aspires to integrate these insights into the classroom, fostering critical thinking and encouraging students to pursue careers that contribute positively to their communities. By blending education with public service, Mr. Lopez hopes to empower the next generation of leaders and change makers. I introduce to you Mr. Lopez.
It is with great pride and excitement that we announce a significant accomplishment within our leadership team. On December 12, 2024, DJ Canales, our esteemed technology director, received a doctoral degree in education with specialization in educational technology from the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. This achievement not only reflects Dr. Canales' dedication to personal growth, but also serves as another example of her high expectations for herself and for others. Her contributions to this body of knowledge and her commitment to continuous improvement are an inspiring example of the values we hold as a school district. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Canales on this well-deserved milestone. We are fortunate to have you, such talent, with us. So proud of you. I'll hold this while you make the round over there, okay? So Dr. Canales also works behind the scenes at every one of our meetings to keep us going, and manages with a very talented team all of the infrastructure that keeps our internet going and brings instruction to life.
Thank you, Dr. Salazar. I would like to ask the families, we know that it's a journey that they have started to get advanced degrees, but it's not easy. It's the family who supports them. So if the family is present here tonight and your loved one received an award, would you please stand up and be acknowledged?
Yes, one more. Yes. Good evening, Mr. Henderson, members of the board, and Dr. Salazar. We're delighted to recognize Ms. Daisy Garrett, school counselor from Los Fresnos United, on achieving licensure as a licensed professional counselor. This is a significant accomplishment representing years of dedicated study, rigorous examination, including the National Counselor Examination, and the completion of 3,000 hours of supervised practice. Please join us in congratulating her on this important milestone.
Failed to introduce Ms. Grenier, our Director of Counselors, doing this recognition tonight.
I'm going to ask the family of Miss Garrett to please stand up and be acknowledged also.
Next, I'll introduce the proud principal of Los Fresnos High School to introduce us to some of our staff and students.
Good evening, Mr. Henderson, members of the board, and Dr. Salazar. Tonight we have set aside some time to recognize our band program. This year has been a excellent year on the marching field, and not just in the marching field, but in our solo and ensemble jazz band. And here to talk about some of the accolades of our music department is Music Director Andy Solois.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board, Dr. Salazar. Thank you for the opportunity to recognize a few of the outstanding achievements of our band program and the students who make our program successful. I would like to thank everyone for their support, but I would especially like to thank the students for their hours of hard work and their commitment to excellence, both on the marching field and in the classroom. If there are any parents of band members in the audience this evening, please stand and be recognized, and thank you for your support of our programs. The Mighty Falcon Marching Band has had an extremely successful year. Color guard percussion and leadership training began July 15th, and the full band reported on July 22nd to begin our preparations. This year's show, entitled Iridescent Harmony, was designed to stretch the students musically, visually, and physically. Highlights of our season including earning our first division at UIL Pigskin and performing in the Area G Finals, where we placed third and were the runner-up to state advancement. This was our highest placement ever. Congratulations. I would also like to take this time to recognize our jazz orchestra. Our jazz orchestra was featured in a clinic this summer for band directors at the Texas Bandmasters Association Convention in San Antonio in July, where band directors from around the state learned about what we're doing in Los Fresnos to make this group exceptional. Also, for the second year in a row, the LFHS Jazz Orchestra was named a national winner in the 2024 National Jazz Honors Mark of Excellence competition. I'm excited to share with you that our jazz orchestra won first place in the statewide Texas Music Educators Association Jazz Competition and will be featured in a full-length performance at the TMEA Convention in San Antonio next month. Congratulations, Jazz Orchestra. Running concurrently to marching season is the Texas Music Educators Association All-State Process. Each year, over 70,000 students enter this process. The process begins with auditions at the region level and progresses through pre-area and area competition, eventually leading to earning the highest level of achievement a student musician in Texas can achieve, All-State Musician. This year, our students earned 32 all-district band recognitions, 41 all-region band chairs, 1 all-region orchestra chair, 3 all-region percussion ensemble chairs, 8 all-region jazz band chairs, 5 area jazz chairs, 22 advanced to pre-area, 6 area band chairs, and we have with us this evening 3 all-state jazz members. This evening we're proud to present our drum majors and our all-state jazz band members. Our drum majors for this year, in representing the entire band and all their achievements, are Austin Vela, Eliseo Gamboa, and Judy Meir. Also with us this evening are our 3 all-state jazz band members. Second in the state, jazz, tenor saxophone, Adrian Perez. 2-year all-state jazz band, first in the state, jazz Barry saxophone, Damon Rodriguez. And 2-year all-state jazz band, first in the state, jazz piano, Marco Acosta. And I'd also like to introduce and congratulate and thank him for all of his hard work, Dave Leclerc, our jazz orchestra director.
We'll ask the parents of our outstanding students if they can stand up and be acknowledged, please.
Thank you. Tonight's final recognition is a recognition of our public servants. Once a year, we set time aside to express our gratitude to our school board. This is a practice that occurs throughout the state in the month of January. So tonight, we welcome students from each of our schools to help lead the presentation of our school, the recognition of our school board. Looks like we're beginning with Los Fresnos High School.
We have an MC. He's going to take it from here.
Fantastic. Thank you for facilitating, Mr. Stumbo.
Good evening, Mr. Trevino, members of the board, and Dr. Salazar. My name is Nicholas Velez, and I am a senior at Los Fresnos High School. Today, I am joined by students that represent each campus here in LFC ISD. You see, we're here to say thank you to each of you for the role that your leadership plays to make decisions that directly impact us all. We appreciate you for investing your time to benefit our future. I'd like to start by reading this poem that describes the leader that you are. A thank you to the school board. With hearts of service, minds so bright, you guide us through each day and night. With thoughtful care, your vision leads, inspiring growth through every deed. You chart the course with steady hands to help our schools meet all demands. Through challenges, you've paved the way for brighter futures, come what may. In classrooms wide and hallways long, your leadership makes us strong. With every choice and every plan, you shape the dreams of every child and every man. So here's our thanks, sincere and true, for all the work that you pursue. Your guidance lifts us year by year. We thank you, board, for all you steer. In unity, with gratitude bright, we honor you for guiding right. For every effort and every thought, we cherish all the battles fought. Thank you, board, for all you do. Our schools are better because of you. Now introducing students from Los Fresnos Elementary and Los Fresnos United.
It's proof that you believe in the potential of every single student in our district. This Performing Arts Center also shows how much you value creativity and teamwork. In this space, we can work together, share ideas, and learn from each other. It reminds us that we are part of a community that supports us and wants to see us succeed. You've shown us that serving others is a about making choices that help everybody grow, not just today, but far into the future. Thank you for believing in us and showing us that you care about our future. You've made me and all of us so proud to be part of a district that cares about helping students achieving their dreams. We can't wait to make you proud when the first performance takes place in our new Performing Arts Center. Thank you.
Would y'all like for them to stand there or behind the lectern? What would you? Can you hear them okay? Okay. Up next, we have Laureles Elementary and Palmer Loxo.
May I interrupt? I'm sorry to interrupt. Can we start that one over? But because I'm getting signs from the back of the room that they would like to hear as well. We're going to change it to the lectern, please. Sorry about that. My apologies.
Good evening. My name is Danny Garza. I'm a proud fifth grade student out of Laureles Elementary. It is an honor for me to represent my Mustang family and bringing you our message of gratitude for your endless commitment and dedication to the educational success of our entire district. As our school board, you do an amazing job serving our community, and your leadership guides us to the Texas of tomorrow. Our Mustangs are extremely excited this school year to return to our campus with a completely new air conditioning system in our entire building. Your commitment to our mission of lifelong learning allows us to grow and reach our goals. Our campus has been amazing since we returned, and we cannot wait to see our new cafeteria coming soon. Each of you remarkably fulfills the obligation you have embraced to serve the students of Los Fresnos. On behalf of my Mustang family, thank you for choosing to serve our community. Good evening, honorable board members. My name is Karima Garcia, and I am a proud fifth grade student from Palmer Loxo Elementary. Today, we, the students of Palmer Loxo Elementary, want to express our sincere gratitude for your unwavering commitment to our education and well-being. Thank you for serving the students of Los Fresnos through your leadership for tomorrow's Texas. We appreciate your hard work in ensuring we have the resources and support needed to reach our full potential. Thank you for prioritizing our future and making our school a place where we can thrive academically and personally. We especially want to thank you for the AC and heater in the gym that we now have this school year. It sure makes our PE classes and environment more enjoyable and conducive to learning, especially on days when there is a heat advisory or inclement weather. We are excited to make the most of our newly improved gymnasium. We appreciate your commitment to providing the best possible facilities for our education and extracurricular activities. On behalf of PLE, thank you once again for your servant leadership and for always prioritizing the students' well-being.
Now introducing Las Yescas Elementary and Liberty Memorial Middle School.
Good evening, board members. My name is Fernanda Rivera, a proud Las Yescas Longhorn. On behalf of our Longhorn family, I would like to say thank you for your decision to provide police officers on each campus. Your commitment to ensure the safety and well-being of our students, staff, and family does not go unnoticed. In addition, it builds meaningful relationships between students and law enforcement promoting a positive and supportive school environment. Thank you for your vision, leadership, and decision to the needs of our schools. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. We deeply appreciate the steps you have taken to prioritize safely across the district. Go Longhorns!
Those were some really big words. You did awesome.
I always get nervous too, so.
Good evening, members of the board. I'm Giselle Soto, a proud student at Liberty Memorial Middle School. Through your unwavering dedication to serving others, you've created an outstanding network of safety and support that touches every campus in our district. Your thoughtful decisions and careful selection of school police officers demonstrate your deep commitment to protecting students like me. Your vision for campus safety has transformed our schools into secure learning environments where students can thrive. The success of this vision is perfectly illustrated through Officer Banda at our campus. Walking into school each morning, we see the positive impact in your leadership decisions. Thanks to your careful selection process, we have an officer who has become part of our school family. The positive changes you've implemented in our district safety protocols show how dedicated board members can transform an entire community. Having qualified officers like Officer Banda on campus allows us to focus on what matters most, our education. This success story is a direct result of your leadership and commitment to serving others. Thank you for your time, and go Patriots.
Now introducing Rancho Verde and Villarreal Elementary Schools.
Good evening, esteemed members of the board. My name is Lucas Alag and I attend Rancho Verde Elementary. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for the many improvements you made across our district, particularly those benefiting my school. Recently, RVE has wrought iron fencing installed around the front and side of our campus. This new fencing and gate system with keypad has significantly improved the safety and security of our staff and students by making it more challenging for unauthorized individuals to access our building. Additionally, it serves as a safeguard against large animals entering our premises, ensuring a safer environment for everyone. Thank you for your continued dedication to the well-being of our schools and community. Go Rattlers!
Good evening, board members. My name is Noah Esquivel. I'm here tonight to express our community's gratitude for the secondary visible addition made last school year to my school, Villarreal Elementary. This vital upgrade creates a crucial barrier between our main entrance and the rest of the school, ensuring visitors are adequately screened before accessing the areas where we learn. The system's double entry design significantly enhances the ability to monitor and control access, giving parents, teachers, and staff greater peace of mind. Your commitment to student safety through this investment demonstrates that protecting us, the students, remain a top priority. Thank you for taking protective steps to strengthen security at VES. Your dedication to creating a safer learning environment is truly appreciated.
Now introducing Los Fresnos High School and Olmito Elementary School.
Good evening. My name is Natalie Segovia. I am a senior at Los Fresnos High School. I'm here to thank each of you for your investment in our future and your leadership for our tomorrow. Through your leadership, we will be stepping into a state-of-art CTE facility in the upcoming school year. This facility will provide us relevant and real-world industry trainings that will prepare us for our post-secondary life. Your vision of what hands-on skills-based teaching and learning should look like will become a reality for us in this facility. Thank you for looking out for our futures and helping to prepare us for the future. We look forward to enhancing our skills in these areas as we strive to become socially responsible, lifelong learners. Thank you for helping to wear the motto, "What we do here shapes the world." Thank you.
Good evening, esteemed members of the Los Fresnos CISD Board of Trustees. My name is Eric Velasquez, and I am a proud 5th grade student from Olmito Elementary School. On behalf of my classmates, I want to thank you for unwavering dedication to investing in the future of Los Fresnos CISD students through your leadership for tomorrow's Texas. Recently, we had the opportunity to tour Los Fresnos High School and experience firsthand the amazing work being done in the career and technical education programs. We were inspired by the passion of the CTE teachers and students, and these experiences have filled us with excitement and hope for the opportunities that lie ahead. Not only does our district provide incredible CTE courses, but your commitment has made it possible for all students to explore these pathways in a state-of-the-art facility. These investments show us that our success is important to you, and we are grateful for your vision and support. On behalf of all students, thank you for believing in our potential and equipping us to achieve our dreams. Together, we will continue to build a brighter future for Los Fresnos CISD and for Texas. Thank you.
Now introducing Dora Romero Elementary and Los Cuates Middle School.
Buenas noches, miembros de la Junta Escolar de LFC-ISD. Mi nombre es Montserrat Barrientos y soy un estudiante de 2º grado en la Escuela Dora Romero. De parte de nuestra escuela, quisiera expresar mi gratitud por su compromiso en fomentar la comunicación en nuestra escuela. También estamos muy agradecidos por nuestro nuevo letrero. Es un símbolo de bienvenida y entusiasmo. De igual manera, nos sentimos orgullosos de las oportunidades que se les brindan a los estudiantes de ser bilingües. Así estarán preparados para prosperar en un mundo interconectado. Gracias por empoderar a nuestros estudiantes.
Good evening, LFCISD board members. My name is Eileen Roach, and I am an 8th grade student at Los Cuates Middle School. On behalf of our campus, I want to personally thank each one of you for your leadership and the profound influence you have had on our district and community. Your hard work, dedication, and commitment to serve others has deeply impacted not only myself, but all students at LCMS. My 6th grade year, I attended LCMS at our former campus, which once served as the district's high school. Although I love that campus and it contained a lot of Los Fresnos CISD history, the decision you made to move LCMS to a more updated campus has made a huge impact on our education. Our new facility is truly incredible, and it makes a huge difference in our daily learning experience. The classrooms are updated, we have enhanced technology, and improved spaces for educational activities. They have helped to create an environment where we feel inspired and supported to achieve our best. Our new campus is more than just a building. It's a reflection of your commitment to our education and to our future. On behalf of myself and my fellow LCMS students, thank you for investing in us. We deeply appreciate all that you do for our school and our community.
Now introducing Lopez Riggins Elementary and Resaca Middle School.
Good evening. My name is Ivy Resendez and I'm a proud 5th grade Wrangler at Lopez Riggins Elementary. Thank you for allowing me to be here this evening to recognize our school board members for your amazing efforts in making LFCISD the best school district. On behalf of the students at Lopez Riggins, I would like to express our sincere thanks for the recent remodeling of our cafeteria, better known as the Wrangler Cafe. The new design and improvements have truly made a difference in how we experience lunchtime at school. Our new Wrangler Cafe is much more welcoming, offering plenty of room to sit, eat, and socialize with friends. The bright, colorful theme and modern furniture have transformed our cafeteria into a much more comfortable and enjoyable space, and we really appreciate the effort that went into creating a better environment for all of us. Thank you for promoting innovation by investing in modernizing our cafeteria and for making our school a better place. We are excited to join our new Wrangler Cafe. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Santiago Moreno and I am a 7th grade student at Resaca Middle School. On behalf of the students and the staff at Resaca, I would like to express our sincere gratitude for our tireless efforts in ensuring our schools have the facilities we need to succeed. I would especially like to thank you for the incredible new campus and the new track and football field, which is almost complete. Our new school is truly inspiring and we have the space to innovate. The new track and football field will be tremendous asset to our school. These facilities will not only provide opportunities to us athletes to excel, but also a greater sense of our school spirit and community. We are incredibly proud to call Resaca Middle School our home. Your commitment to providing quality education for all the students is deeply valued. We understand the important role you play in shaping our future and appreciate the time and effort you invest in making our schools a better place. Go Gators!
To conclude, we would like to say thank you for leading LFCISD towards tomorrow's Texas. At this time, we would like to invite our board members to step down as we share with you a small token of appreciation. Mr. Henderson, we have LFE and LFU to present a gift for you. If all of our board members could please step down. Mr. Amaya, we heard Laureles and Palmer Loxo have a special gift for you. Mr. Trevino, Christmas came a little late, and Las Yescas and Liberty Memorial are here to deliver. Mr. Montes, is it your birthday? Because Rancho Verde and Villarreal brought a little gift for you. Mr. Castillo, did you play the lottery? Because Los Fresnos High School and Olmito Elementary are here to deliver. Miss Garcia, can you guess what we got for you? Come on down, come on. We got Dora Romero and Los Cuates here to present your little prize. And last but certainly not least, Miss Quintero, come on down. We have Lopez Regans and Resaca Middle School here to present you with a little prize.
I'd like to thank our principals for organizing this tonight. I know you have a lot on your hands. You came back from Christmas vacation and back to school and took a lot of time, a lot of detail to do this for us tonight. I want to thank the students who came out on Monday night and was part of this special celebration. I know it means a lot to all of us. It's just very, very special to have y'all here because this is why we do it. The parents, we want to appreciate what you did for letting your children be part of this tonight. Most of you know I love history. I found an old book at my dad's house. I brought it over, and I'm reading about Thomas Jefferson, and he was not a casual bystander. He loved this country, and he loved education. And most of you will know that before we had the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, I think it was 1788, we had the Articles of Confederation. It didn't work very well. But the one thing they did right was the Ordinance of 1785, and we can all Google that. But it's when they divided up the land in the Western Territories into sections and allocated one section for public education. And we know that public education is state and local. And I know all of us here from Mr. Montes, our newest elected member, who's been here 2 years, and all the rest of us to Mr. Amaya, I wasn't gonna say Owen, longest serving, dedication. And we don't do it because of the pay, we do it because we believe in public education, and we've learned that from Mr. Amaya. But that's why we're here. So I think we always want to remember that it's all about being public servants. So we appreciate y'all being here tonight. I'm going to ask any of the other board members if you could say something. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Yes, your words are inspiring, encouraging. Also, I want to thank the administrations and the parents for taking their time to come out tonight and having your children enjoy and present to us. I heard a lot of the performing arts and CTE. Yes, we are. We are building for the future. And believe it or not, I cannot wait for this performing arts center to be open in August. It'll be a wealth to everybody, and it'll be CTE will bring a lot of important new educational items, and we can continue on with the education. What we do here does shape the world. Thank you all very much.
Mr. Montes. Thank you, Mr. Castillo.
I'd like to say thank you to all the students, and the parents for bringing out your kids here on Monday night. It is chilly out there, so thank you for being here on Monday night, and thank you, Rancho Verde. I know Rancho Verde holds a special place in my heart. That's where my son goes to school, and go Rattlers!
Mr. Trevino.
I get choked up when I see the kids come out and talk to us, but this truly is why we do what we do. We don't do it for pay because there's no pay, but we do it for the kids and creating opportunities and building your future and giving you those opportunities so that you can shine. So we really want to thank you all for the hard work that you do, and we're so impressed with sitting here and hearing how you all are scoring and doing and the accolades that you all are bringing to Los Fresnos. So keep up. We know it's hard work. Keep it up. It will pay off. Thank you, parents. Thank you, administration. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, principals. It takes us all working together towards the same goal so that we can succeed. I love being here, and thank you for everything that you do for us.
Anyone else? Okay. Muchas gracias por venir hoy, compartir en español con nosotros. No es fácil hablar frente a tanta gente, pero sabes que hablando 2 idiomas abre muchas puertas del futuro. Y aquí somos un país de inmigrantes y 2 culturas, y sabemos que van a progresar. We'd like to invite everyone to stay for refreshments. Chef Ariel has prepared something nice for everyone. We'd love for you to stay. And we're going to go ahead and adjourn this meeting right now. Recess, I'm sorry. We're going to recess this meeting, and time is 7:54. Thank you. Correction, 6:54. Okay, we'll call this meeting back into order. Just a correction on the time. We recessed at 6:56, and we're reconvening at 7:21. Dr. Salazar, item number 7, public audience, or item number 8, public comment? Thank you so much. Item number 9, district presentations.
Mr. Henderson and members of the board, this evening we have representatives from Cascos and Associates. Tonight we welcome Mr. Alfred Vera and Roel Cantu. Mr. Alfred Vera is audit manager, at Gascos and Associates, and Mr. Cantu is an audit supervisor with the same firm. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Mr. President, members of the board, thank you for having us here this evening. It's kind of hard to follow such good presentations that you all had, but we'll do our best to get through it. First of all, I want to thank you all for having us as your external auditors again this year. It's always a pleasure to work with Mr. Bazaldua and his staff. By the information that they provide to us and it being done timely and of course accurately as well, it makes the audit go by a lot smoother. So with me this evening is Mr. Cantu. He was the lead auditor on the audit, and he will be presenting the report to you, touch on a few points, and give you a couple of numbers, and then if you have any questions, we'll be available to answer them. So I'll turn it over to Roel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the board. As Alfred said, my name is Roel Cantu, and I'm going to be presenting the annual financial report for Los Fresnos Consolidated Independent School District for the year ended August 31st, 2024. In front of you, you should have a copy of a report. I also have a summary sheet. This should be in your board packet, I believe. Yes. Everything that I'm going to be talking about right now is going to be in here. I've included page numbers so you can cross-reference everything that I talk about. All right, so if I could please direct your attention to page 2 of the report. Here you will see the independent auditor's report. This year, Los Fresnos earned an unmodified opinion. What that means is that the financial statements were presented fairly in all material respects for the governmental activities, each major fund, and all the aggregate remaining. This is the cleanest and most favorable opinion an entity can receive. So congratulations on that. Yes. Next, on page 76 of the report, here we'll see the report on internal controls. What this report states is that during our testing of internal controls, we did not find any significant deficiencies or material weaknesses. However, due to the limited scope of our testing, significant deficiencies and material weaknesses may still exist. And all that really means is we can't really test everything 100%. So based on the sample that we did select, we did not find any problems. Again, this is the most favorable outcome that an entity can receive, so congratulations on that as well. Next, on page 70, I'm sorry. So the report on internal controls is actually page 74. Page 76 is the report on internal controls and on compliance. Sorry about that. So on page 76 of the report, here you will see the report on internal controls and in compliance. And what that states is that during our testing of internal controls for federal programs, we did not find any significant deficiencies or material weaknesses. And the district was in compliance with all compliance requirements set by the uniform guidance for those federal programs. Again, this is also the most favorable opinion an entity can receive, so congratulations on that. Next, on page 13 of the report, here you will see the balance sheet. Here you will see the district's assets, liabilities, deferred inflows and outflows, if any, and fund balance. For the purpose of this presentation, I'm only going to focus on the general fund. So at the very bottom of the page, you should see an unassigned fund balance of $27,815,000. Think of this as an emergency fund. Any one-time projects that Los Fresnos has in mind, for example, the purchase of vehicles or any raises that you all want to give, this is the fund that would be affected. Now, I want you to keep this number in mind because we're going to see the importance of it.
Not raises, right?
No, this is mostly for one-shot items, sir.
One-shot item.
One-shot
Yeah.
items, if you were to do raises, it would deplete it, so no.
Yeah, for the benefit of the administrators in the audience.
Yes. Yes. Sorry about that. One time, yeah. Oh, generally, we don't recommend for y'all to use your unassigned fund balance. It's for emergency purposes. So just keep that in mind. But we're going to see the importance of it right now. On page 15 of the report here, you'll see the schedule of revenues, expenditures, and changes in fund balance. Here you will see all the revenue inflows and expenditure outflows that occurred during the fiscal year. Same thing, I'm going to be focusing on the general fund, and the number that I want to focus on is the expenditures. This year, Los Fresnos had $129,000 worth of expenditures. Now, if we were to get this number and subtract any capital outlay, which is any capital projects that y'all had, you're going to get another number, and that is $125 million. If you were to get this $125 million, which is your operating cost, and divide it by 365 days, you're going to get another number. That number is $344,619. What that tells me is on average, it costs Los Fresnos $344,619 to open their doors every single day for operating purposes. Now, if we were to get that unassigned fund balance that we talked about earlier of $27 million and divide it by this number, we're going to get our days of operation, and that's 81. 81 days of operation. What that tells me is that if for some reason the district were to stop receiving revenue, you would have 81 days to operate if you were to go fully liquid. To put that in perspective, we generally recommend anywhere between 60 to 90 days. So as you can see, you all are financially healthy. Other than that, that pretty much concludes my presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to send them my way.
At this time, we'll entertain any questions from the board. Okay, no questions. Thank you very much. Thank you for your help. I also want to thank the auditing firm and Mr. Bazalur and Dr. Salazar for outstanding. This is outstanding.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Maybe be excused at this time?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Thank you so much for coming tonight. Dr. Salazar, next item on the agenda, item 10, district reports.
Mr. Henderson, members of the board, we still have one item under district presentations. You heard many of our students make reference to the Performing Arts Center this evening. And here to tell us a little bit more on the status of our Performing Arts Center is the architect with Megamorphosis. We know him as Chris.
All right, good
One
evening.
name, Chris.
Last name CS if you care. But it's all good. Thank you for taking a couple of minutes for me to review some things with y'all. A few months ago, you guys saw this image. This is an interior rendering of, the auditorium. And we went through it and we approved some materials and some colors on this. In one of our board meetings previously, we have carpet selections. I don't know if this has a pointer. Well, we have carpet selections. We chose the colors of the fabrics for the seats, the wood in the seats, the armrests. There was one big thing that we didn't really nail down though with y'all, and that's what I want to go over with you guys this evening. This is a rendering looking in the other direction, so from the seating toward the front of the stage. And the big thing that I'd like to get some approval from y'all is the curtain. That's kind of a big, impact item visually in the auditorium, as well as, the wing walls. There's this gold color that we showed, but we never really nailed down exactly what that is. So what I would like to share with y'all are some samples of what our recommendations are for your consideration. And if you can pass these around. And so some samples are going to be passed around for you to be able to look at it physically, what we're intending here. The yellow color would be that kind of plaster material that's a metallic gold that you see there. The curtain would be the red fabric, and then the wood is a wood that would be that accent panel on the walls. And so the wood is a kind of a cherry stain, which would match the backs of the seats for the auditorium seating. And it's actually very similar to some of the kind of the red wood stain that we see in this room. So we think it goes very well with the district's colors, the look that we're trying to achieve. And then the red curtain is one that we think adds depth visually, and it just enhances kind of gives it a luxurious feel, very theater-like, right? And so we think it'd be appropriately impactful for this space. And so I have one last image here, or a couple more. And so these are the, oh, thank you, sir. These are the actual names of the finishes and kind of a montage image of what those all look like next to each other. And then one last picture. This is the current state of construction in the auditorium, so you can start kind of visualizing how those colors would look in this space. So toward the right of the screen, you see that big opening in the wall. That's the proscenium. So that's the opening. That's where the curtain's going to hang. And then just to the left of that section of wall will have the gold finish. And then just beyond that would start the wood finish. And then you see they're already painting the ceiling, everything that's above. They're already painting it the dark black color that you see here. Any questions?
Chris, tell us about, you chose the metallic finish. Is that for the acoustics as well? Or?
This material does have acoustic properties to it, especially you find it from the texture and then the density of the material. But mostly from the texture of the material, it diffuses sound waves. So the more texture that you have, the more diffuse the sound waves become, so you don't get a bunch of sound bouncing back and forth between walls. And so this helps diffuse those sound waves. The gold, obviously, we're making reference to Los Fresnos and school colors. And, I think the gold is a very strong element throughout the district. And so we wanted to keep with that color.
Just curious, you're very deliberate. You want to present to us on the curtains and the colors. Is that the same curtain color you use, like they have in McCallum Performing Arts Center? Is it very common? Is it?
I'm not sure what color they have in the McCallum Performing Arts Center, but this would be fairly unique, I think, in the valley to the Los Fresnos School District.
I have a question.
Ms. Garcia?
Are those included in our standard pricing, like what was included in the bid?
Yes. So currently we're receiving these as submittals from the contractor. The contractor is saying, hey, this is what was specified. Here's the option, the colors that are available. Please make your final selection. So yes, this is all part of what's already included in the contract.
Any other questions, Mr. Maya? No. Mr. Trevino?
Just a comment, I think that it really ties in really nicely. As usual, you killed it, and I love it. I think it looks really, really nice. Congratulations. Hope we go this route, because I think it really, really looks nice.
Thank you, Mr. Trevino. I will say Mr. Trevino is right, and I think I'm glad you all came tonight and you saw our students.
Yes.
They're very, very talented, and you saw the excitement that they will have a venue to perform. So I'm glad you did come tonight and were able to witness that. I know Mr. Trevino feels strongly about that.
Yeah, it was an amazing thing to hear directly from the students how these decisions, as simple as this, it impacts them. So very neat.
Mr. Montes.
Now, we're going to pick one general color. Now, my question would be is, eventually in the future, we're going to get go into a second round of another high school. And now if, what colors are we going to use there? Are we just going to say it's going to be gold because that's going to be the high school's colors right now? Or is it something we could look at and say, this is what we're gonna have for.
So one of the recommendations, like, we're talking about stuff in the future, right? But one of the recommendations from a seasoned superintendent was when you open your second high school, bring one of the main colors over. And then the trim color is, for us, it's maroon and gold, so we'll probably bring the maroon over, but we're not necessarily gonna be gold at the other campus. So I think I understand what you're saying, that we should keep in mind that we're not always gonna be just maroon and gold. But we can find, I think we can find other ways to bring in an accent, unless you want a more neutral color than the gold there, a different shade than the gold, then this would be the time to make that decision.
Mr. Trevino?
So the accent color that we're thinking of carrying over is the maroon and not the gold?
The maroon, I think, is the color that binds us, that binds both schools. What we don't want when we open a second high school is to divide a community, that hence the name Los Fresnos United. And I think the maroon being the deeper color. But that's only a recommendation or just one thought. There's different ways. If it is to bring the gold over, we could do that too.
Mr. Castillo?
Just a little thought, if we two-tone it, gold top, maybe right there where that line is, black bottom.
It's a possibility for sure.
Any other discussion? Okay. Thank you, Chris, for your presentation today. Do we need to make a?
We don't have an action item for it, so, yeah, we don't make.
It's just it's just an update. Thank you so much for coming over tonight. We're glad you could witness, see who you're building this center for. So thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Item number 10, district reports.
Mr. Henderson, members of the board, this evening we present under district reports our financial reports and the annual investment report. At this time, we would entertain any questions the board might have.
Okay. No questions. Item number 11, consent agenda. We'll ask first if anyone wants to pull an item. Ms. Garcia?
I'd like to pull item number 4.
Okay, we will pull item number 4 from the consent agenda, item 11, agenda item 11. Any other? Okay, so I'll entertain a motion to accept consent agenda item 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Mr. Castillo?
I'll second that motion, sir.
We have a motion from Mr. Castillo. Do we have a second?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion from Mr. Castillo to approve. Do we have a second? Mr. Montes? Discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you. Item carries. That brings us back to item number 4. Do we have a motion, consider and approve the proposal from Gomez Mendez Signs, Inc. for architectural services for the tennis court project, including possible delegation of authority to the superintendent? Do we have a motion?
I'll move as soon as I find my language. Having problems with my computer. And the reason I pulled it is because I wanted to use specific language on it.
Thank you, Ms.
And
Garcia.
I think it's on page 176. Mr. Henderson, I'd like to move that the board approve the proposal from Gomez Mendez Signs for the professional services for the tennis court projects, and to further delegate authority to the superintendent to negotiate and execute a contract in a form approved by legal counsel.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. We have a motion. Do we have a second? Mr. Montes, we have a second. Discussion? All in favor? Discussion, yes.
Not discussion, but just to repeat the motion, please.
Ms. Garcia?
Yes, sir. Okay, the motion is to approve the proposal from Gomez Mendez Signs for the professional services for the tennis court project and to delegate authority to the superintendent to negotiate and execute a contract in a form that's been approved by legal counsel.
Okay, any other discussion? All in favor, if you raise your right hand. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Mr. Montes. Okay, motion carried unanimously. Item number 11, action items. Item number 12, action items. Item 1, discussion and take action to approve the donation of $10,000 for Los Fresnos High School cheer. Do I have a motion? Mr. Montes.
Motion to approve, sir.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Ms. Garcia? Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item number 2, discuss and take action to approve budget amendment number 5 for fiscal year 2024-2025. Do you have a motion? Mr. Trevino?
Mr. Henderson, I move that the board approve budget amendment number 5 for fiscal year 2024-2025.
Thank you, Mr. Trevino. Do we have a second? Ms. Quintero, any discussion? All in favor, if you raise your hand. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 3, discuss and take action to approve the auditor's report and annual financial statement for the fiscal year ended August 31st, 2024. Do I have a motion? Mr. Trevino?
Mr. Henderson, I move the board approve auditor's report and annual financial statements for the fiscal year ended August 31st, 2024.
Do I have a second? Ms. Garcia, thank you. Discussion? I'd like to just make a comment. I think it's outstanding that we have a clean financial report and auditor's report, and I think it speaks well of the diligence that our departments are doing under Dr. Salazar and Mr. Badaldua. So, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously.
Mr. Henderson, and in addition to that, the other very impressive thing is we have 81 days of operating budget. So I think that that is something that needs to be noted, and we are in very good shape. So thank you, administration. Thank you, Mr. Balsaldua, for crunching those numbers and getting us that report finding. Thank you.
Good point, Mr. Trevino. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, item number 4, discuss and take action to approve agreement contracts for RFP number 24-25-17 with independent contractors for professional consulting services for educational professional development for 2024-2025 school year. Do I have a motion? Mr. Amaya?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move that we, hold on, approve agreement / contracts from RFP number 24-25-17 with independent contractors for professional consulting services for educational professional development for the 2024-2025 school year.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Ms. Quintero? Discussion? All in favor? All in favor, raise your hands. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item 5, discuss and take action to approve change order number 1 and number 2 for the CTE agricultural building project. Do I have a motion? Mr. Trevino?
Yes, Mr. Henderson, I move the board approve change orders number 1 and number 2 for the CTE agricultural building project.
Thank you, Mr. Trevino. Do I have a second? Mr. Castillo?
I'll second, sir.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, if you'll raise your hand. Motion carries unanimously. Item 6, discuss and take action to approve change order number 1 for CTE Vocational Complex. Do I have a motion? Mr. Montes?
Motion to approve, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Montes. Do I have a second? Ms. Quintero, any discussion? Okay, we'll take a vote. All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries unanimous. Item 7, discuss and take action to approve superintendent's personnel recommendation for the following positions for the 2024-2025 school year. Do I have a motion? Mr. Castillo.
A motion to approve superintendent's personnel recommendations for the following positions for the 2024-2025 school year: teachers, counselors, and C maintenance coordinator.
Thank you. I have a motion. Do I have a second? Mr. Trevino? Any discussion? All in favor, if you raise your hands. All in favor? Do we have, yes. Okay, motion carries unanimously. Do we have any of the our newest employees here for the school district? I think teachers and counselors and our maintenance coordinator. Thank you.
Congratulations.
So I believe we have Resaca Middle School, Ms. Gamboa. Welcome to your new position. Los Fresnos High School, Mr. Longoria, you've been here with us a long time, but now business teacher, welcome. Ms. Cynthia Barrera, is she present? Laureles Elementary, Jessica Peralta, is she present? Welcome. Olmito, the counselor, thank you for joining our family. And Mr. David Garcia, our district coordinator for maintenance department, thank you, sir, for your work. Okay. Item on the agenda. We don't have any items in item 13, closed session. Any announcements, Dr. Salazar?
Mr. Henderson, members of the board, this evening's announcements are Wednesday, January 15th at 5:30 p.m., the Los Fresnos High School Experience at the Los Fresnos United Dome and Band Hall. We'll invite family members, parents, and their kids to come learn all about the opportunities available to them at Los Fresnos High School. On Saturday, January 25th, we have the annual spelling bee. I invite you to come experience the intense pressure that kids are under. And Monday, February the 10th at 6 p.m., regular school board meeting here. But we're back at this site for a regular school board meeting. We have a couple basketball games, boys and girls, girls facing Harlingen. The boys are, both games are here at home that's tomorrow. January 16th through the 18th, we have soccer boys going to the Border Olympics in Laredo. That's in Laredo. And January 16th, Governor's Cup at Cedar Park. The girls are playing at Cedar Park for the Governor's Cup. Those are all the announcements we have at this time.
Thank you, Dr. Salazar. Time is 7:49. We adjourn the meeting.